was fried out in a cocktail. He died for your sins. Jesus the fly died in a cocktail. He died for your sins. He died for your sins. He died in a cocktail. He died in a cocktail. Jesus the fly died in a cocktail. He died for your sins. Okay. Hello, welcome to Missologist, where we are doing a Easter episode today, or an Easter episode, I guess. Now, I cannot find the cap to my shaker, so I'm using a guest shaker today, and hopefully I don't break it. Fortunately, the first drink that we're making is a mimosa, and we don't need a shaker for that. So, let me grab a glass. Normally you'd want to use like a champagne glass. I don't think I have exactly the right type of thing, so I'm gonna improvise and use this. And so this is the Easter Bunny Mimosa, and it's 1 part carrot juice, 1 part orange juice. You top it with sparkling wine or champagne. Hold on, let me adjust this. Maybe just the other way. In this case, I am using a California champagne called Corbel.
California champagne by Paul Masson. Inspired by that same French excellence.
So we'll see. Hopefully I don't get a headache right away. And then you are supposed to garnish this with fresh thyme. I usually don't garnish things just because I don't really care if I have the garnish, so I don't generally do it. But if you want to make this at home, you can garnish it with fresh thyme, which kind of lends the whole Easter bunny grass vibe, I guess. Okay, so let's get started. So I have my orange juice and my carrot juice, and so kind of gonna just pour it in and hope that it's equal amounts, because it just said like equal amounts orange juice and carrot juice. But let's see. Actually, to make it more scientific, I'm going to try to put in about 3 shots of each. Just because that seems better than eyeballing it in a weirdly shaped glass. So, 3 shots of orange juice. Okay, and then 3 shots of carrot juice. Never actually had carrot juice, so we'll see. But I'm sure it's very good for you. Okay. 3 shots of this. It is quite pretty. Okay. Be getting my vitamin A for the day, I guess. Okay. Alright. And then I'm going to top this lovely concoction off with some California champagne. So here we go. Okay, and then I'm going to stir this just to make sure that all the flavors get melded really well together. And okay, then I'll show it to you guys. It's very pretty. Again, this is an Easter Bunny Mimosa. It's carrot juice, orange juice, and champagne, or sparkling wine. And let's try it. Okay. It tastes very earthy. I'm assuming that's from the carrot juice. But it also does have a very bright aspect to it, which is probably the orange juice. And then the champagne is just kind of there. I don't know that it's really standing out in this case. But that being said, it's not bad or anything. It's just kind of there. I don't know that you need to get a very good, champagne or sparkling wine for this drink, because you're probably not going to taste it that much. The other flavors just kind of take over. That being said, I kind of like the earthy tones that are coming through. It's quite pleasant, actually. And I could totally see drinking this if you're doing like an Easter brunch type of thing. Easter breakfast. I don't really know what people do, because I always did like Easter dinners. But I think Easter brunches are a thing. So if you have like an Easter brunch and you're looking for a sort of elevated, but, kind of fun themed mimosa, I would do this. It's really nice. Yeah, I like that. Okay, moving on to our next cocktail. Let me cleanse my sugar so it doesn't have other flavors happening. Okay, so our next thing is a spring fling cocktail. And this one has gin, elderflower, lemon juice, apple juice, and a dash of grenadine. And so, hold on one sec. My cheeky lemon juice. As you probably know if you watch this channel, I'm a huge fan of cheeky. The juices that they have, because they tend to be really, really fresh tasting, and it's nice so you don't have to have fresh fruit all the time. However, I did get a fresh lemon for the purpose of this video, so might as well use it. Just was checking on my cheeky, but sadly it looked a little terrifying, so I'm not gonna use that. Okay, so we are going to, if I can open it. Okay, well, yeah, I'm not very good at opening this, but hopefully I'll get better. Because that time I sprayed myself in the face with water, but that's okay. Alright, so it's 2 ounces of gin, and I am using Tanqueray, which is just, your classic London dry gin. Really, really good for pretty much everything. And just very juniper forward, yummy gin. So 2 ounces of this. Ooh, it smells good. Okay, half an ounce of elderflower liqueur. Sadly, I'm not a huge fan of elderflower liqueur. I don't really like the very overly floral type of stuff, and this one actually makes me gag. But it's okay because it's called for, so we're gonna follow directions. However, if you are not a fan of elderflower, none of the sort of more floral flavors too, just be aware. Elderflower is extremely strong flavor, and it's not everybody's thing. So, okay. And then I'm going to take my lemon and cut it and squeeze it and put it in the cocktail thing. Okay. And we only need half an ounce, which really isn't that much, so I'm gonna just get lemon juice in my hair. I'm gonna just use half of the lemon, and that should be perfect. Okay. Hopefully I don't need to cut it more. Sometimes these are hard to squeeze. Okay. This one worked pretty well. Oh, Okay. And then we need, oh, that one tastes really good actually. Oh, that's a good lemon. Yum. Sorry, I got some lemon juice on my hand, and I love fresh lemon juice. I love the tartness. Okay, and then we need 2 ounces of apple juice, which I also have right here. Seriously, this whole episode is going to be me getting stuff in my hair. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to take our 2 ounces of apple juice and do that. Okay, and then I'm going to grab some ice. Okay, so about, I think, 2 ice cubes should be fine. Put the yeast back, and then let's see. I don't know, this one is feeling like it's gonna be kind of more of a, I don't know, bigger drink, so I'm gonna actually use this glass for it, but we'll see. I'm just nervous about making a mess, so. Wait, you go here, right? This is your thing. Yeah, okay. Hopefully I don't make a huge mess. Okay. The shaker is kind of fun because you can actually see, you know, while you're doing it, which is kind of cool. So I do like that, but I just get really nervous that I'm gonna like break it. Like it's gonna go flying and I'm gonna make a huge mess. So that's part of why I'm sort of anxious about using this. But it worked pretty well and it was quite fun to watch it. So I just don't know if I'm going to be able to get the thing off. But we'll find out. Okay. And then we need to put a dash of grenadine. So I have some wrapped grenadine syrup here. And the reason we're adding the grenadine after the shaking is so that we can get sort of a pretty effect from it. And I'll show you what I mean in just a second. So yeah, just like a splash is all you need, really. And as you can see, the grenadine creates this really gorgeous, like sunset-y appearance to this cocktail, and so that's kind of why it's nice to put it in at the end. Why this is called the spring fling, I don't know. Maybe because of the elderflower. Who knows? But it's a spring fling cocktail, so there you go. Okay, let's try it. Okay, it's not terrible. I'm not a fan of elderflower, and that is like so strong all the time. It kind of takes over everything else, and it just hits you with this floral stuff, and I'm not big on that. If you enjoy really floral flavors, you will probably enjoy this. I just feel like the elderflower is taking over and detracting from what could otherwise probably be kind of a nice springy sort of fruity cocktail. It just is elderflower at this point. So let me try one more sip. It's just elderflower, to me at least, and I'm not a huge fan, but that's okay. I think that could be a lot of people could like that, especially if you have people who don't want like a super sweet cocktail or something. They might enjoy that. I could see someone who didn't like really floral stuff like me not enjoying that. But if you've got people who don't mind it, yeah, try it out. Okay, Our next cocktail is a Peeps martini, which is almost as disgusting as it sounds, but not quite, because luckily there are no, actual peeps in it, but I am supposed to garnish it with a peep, and I do have some peeps for that. I hate peeps, but I'm following directions, so hold on, there's hair in my mouth. My hair. Okay, but the rest of this drink does sound fine. So we are going to need 1.5 ounces of vodka, which I put over here. Yeah. This is essentially like just a pretty straightforward cocktail, but then it has pineapple juice and grenadine, and then it also has the marshmallow peep as a garnish, and I'm kind of grossed out by that, but you know what? It's fine. Okay, 1.5 ounces of vodka, and I'm just using Rika vodka, which is a great vodka. It's just the one I grabbed, I think, but it's very good. All right, we're gonna need half an ounce of triple sec, which I have right here. I'm just using Cockt triple sec. Okay, so half an ounce of that. So I expect this to be pretty fruity tasting because we're adding an orange liqueur, we're adding pineapple juice, grenadine. It's probably going to be pretty sweet, which is probably why it's called a Peeps martini. It's probably going to be a little bit sweeter than like the spring fling cocktail. We'll find out. Okay, so 2 ounces of pineapple juice. All right. Okay. Woohoo! Smell that yumminess. Okay, and then I'm supposed to shake this before I add the grenadine, because again, we're kind of going for that fun sort of touch of red color, but not necessarily wanting it to integrate with the cocktail itself, like the shaking of the cocktail. So that's why I'm not adding it right now. Okay. So what are people doing for Easter this year? Please let me know in the comments. I think we're just going for a nice dinner of a casserole that my mom really likes to make, which is really bad for you, but whatever. And normal Easter stuff like egg hunting and stuff. But okay, I'm shaking this. Okay, ooh, pretty. The pineapple juice gets all foamy, which I like. But anyway. What are people doing? Brunches, dinners, nothing? I don't really know. Egg hunts, What are you people doing? I think I actually am being forced to do an egg hunt against my will because my mom wants to. So yeah, I just turned 39, but I'm gonna be egg hunting. Okay, so this is what it looks like pre-grenadine, and as you can hopefully see, it's kind of pretty, but not terribly exciting, but a little foamy from the pineapple juice. But now we're gonna add our splash of grenadine. Guys, do I have to add the marshmallow peep as a garnish? It's just so gross. I mean, I guess I should. I got them, but I really hate Peeps. I always have. I think they're disgusting. I'm not a huge fan of marshmallows in general, but anyway, this is what it looks like with the grenadine. As you can see, again, the grenadine just sort of creates a really cool effect at the bottom. And these are the Peeps, and you're supposed to put a peep on top. And honestly, I just really don't want to because I hate Peeps. I hate them with a violent, I don't know, I just hate them. But if you want to put a peep on top, go for it. I'm probably going to take those to my mom's house and drop them on her and be like, you deal with these. But I digress. Okay, so we're going to try this. Peeps martini with no peep. It's really good. As predicted, it's pretty sweet. It does have a bit of a nice edge to it, which is probably from the vodka. But it's actually, yeah, I like it. It's, again, it is very sweet though. So if you're not a fan of like overly sweet, I don't know if it's overly sweet actually. It's just more sweet than maybe the Spring Fling one was, or the mimosa was, yeah. But it's not overly sweet, it's just sweeter. And so if you're not a huge fan of like pineapple juice or sweeter types of drinks, maybe don't drink this one. And again, peep or no peep, that's up to you. I just couldn't do it. I can't adulterate this with a peep. And so the peep shall remain unopened. Okay. Yeah, I do like this. It's really good. But I am a fan of pineapple. I'm a fan of pineapple juice. So again, if you're not, don't necessarily make that for yourself. But it's pretty good. I could also see that and the Spring Fling may be being better for like, oh dear. See, I told you. That was gonna end up like going everywhere. Okay. I could see the Spring Fling and the Peep one being better for like more afternoonish evening celebrations. Maybe not so much morning, whereas the mimosa is obviously perfect for like brunch or breakfast or something, just because it's more earthy and champagne and you know, more what people drink in the morning. So just keep that in mind. I don't know. Obviously, you can do whatever you want. It's your party or your Easter celebration if you're having one. But I probably wouldn't want to drink vodka, you know, gin first thing in the morning. That's just me. Speaking of that, the next drink is tequila. It's a margarita, but it's a cottontail margarita, so it's gonna be like a cute margarita, I guess. And so this is 2 ounces of tequila, and I am using what I always use, Espolon. This bottle's a little awkward, so I'm gonna try to pour it here. Oh, do I even have 2 ounces? I don't know, actually. Alright. Well, might not. Yeah, you guys, I'm pretty low on tequila. Alright. I have some Reposado tequila, but, oh wow, yeah. No, I only had about 1.5 shots of tequila left. So, which is fine, but just, that may affect the taste of the drink a little bit, just because I didn't have the full amount of tequila, but that's okay. And then 1 ounce of triple sec. You know what? It's okay that I didn't have the full amount of tequila, given that there's 1 ounce of triple sec in here. 1 ounce of lime juice, and for that I am using the Cheeky. Because I have it right here, and I adore it. Okay. 1 ounce of chicken. Alright. And then 1 ounce of coconut cream. Now, coconut cream and I have an interesting relationship, because every time I get coconut cream, I try to shake it, and ultimately I open it, and it's not mixed at all. And so then I'm like, oh, I don't think this quite worked out right? And then I stir it, and like, yeah, sure enough, it didn't actually shake, but I'm gonna try today to really, really, really shake it, and hopefully when I open it, will actually be mixed. But if it's not, I'll just use a spoon and mix it. I will say I do love coconut cream in cocktails. I think it tastes like so good because it just makes things so yummy. That being said, I've never had a margarita with coconut cream, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna be. I've had it in other sort of pina colada, which is not a word, but that's fine. Pina colada types of cocktails. Yeah, I've never had it in a margarita, but you know, it'll probably just make it very creamy and yummy. Okay, see, it didn't mix again. It never mixes. What am I doing wrong here, guys? Can somebody help me with coconut cream? Because I feel like there's stuff always. Oh, maybe not actually. I'm not seeing too much stuff at the bottom. Maybe no, there's the stuff. There's the stuff. See, I told you guys. Coconut cream hates me. Alright, well, I'm trying to mix it up right now. Get this gunk mixed up because I want to make sure I get the full coconut cream flavor. Yeah, see, there's gunk at the bottom here. Why does this never, I thought you could just shake it and it would mix, but apparently I was not correct about that. So maybe you do just have to mix it up. Does anyone know? Can someone tell me in the comments what you're supposed to actually do? Are you supposed to just assume that you have to mix it manually? Yeah, I don't know. I literally only use coconut cream when I'm making cocktails. So, I think you can actually make like pretty good desserts out of it, or like vegan whipped cream. But yeah. Anyway, all right. Well, I did mix it with this spoon, and that actually seemed to work pretty well. So I need an ounce of this. So I'm gonna put an ounce in here. Try not to make it mess. Alright. Guys, how is it almost April too? Like what the hell? I feel like the year just started and now it's almost April. Like what? Okay. Oh dear. See what I mean? I can't not make a mess. It's just not possible for me to not make a mess. Okay. Okay, so our coconut cream is in here. And so now I'm going to shake this. Okay. Also, I would have been wearing like Easter bunny ears or something for this Easter themed video. But my dog, Maggie, who some of you may know if you've been watching from the beginning, my devil dog Maggie, she ate my ears. So I tried to take a really cute photo of her with all three of my dogs. I had 3 dogs at the time: Charlie, Lily, and Maggie. And Charlie was super sweet. Lily was like stubborn but pretty good about it. Hold on, let me shake. Okay, and then, hold on, let me shake a little more. Okay, and then there's Maggie. And what I did was I put the bunny ears on them and tried to take photos of each of them because I thought it was really cute. And so Charlie's good, you know, Lily's good. Maggie had the ears on for about a second before just like shaking them off, and then she chewed them up so I could never actually torture her with them again. And therefore I lost my bunny ears. And so Maggie is to blame for this. Not me, obviously. I was just trying to do something cute. Maggie, you know, had to go and eat my ears. So, if you haven't seen my other videos, though, Maggie is is a great dog, but she is bad, very bad dog. But I love her to death, but she's just like a hellion. Anyway, okay, so this is the Cottontail margarita. The coconut cream got a little lumpy and weird, which is strange, but whatever. It's pretty. It looks like a cottontail. It looks like a bunny's butt, but a bunny's tail. Yeah, it's kind of fluffy looking. All right. Okay. I mean, I could see. Okay, listen. I can see how these flavors would be good with coconut because, you know, a pina colada is what? Coconut, pineapple juice. Is a pina colada tequila? Maybe. I don't know. But point being that I can see how this could be good because you have the lime. Oh, I think lime juice is in a pina colada too. You have the lime, you have the coconut, you have the orange flavor, you have the tequila. It's not as good as a pina colada. It's not as sweet. I don't know if I mind that though. I have to take another sip, but I think it's not very sweet. It's very tart and has the coconut, has the tequila. I don't know. I mean, if you want it to be sweeter, I would probably use some pineapple juice in there and maybe simple syrup. But if you don't want it to be sweet, leave it the way it is. It's not sweet. It's not sweet. And my coconut got a little bit lumpy, oddly, even though I stirred it. So I don't know what I did wrong. Maybe I didn't shake it well enough. I'm not as good with that shaker. It's a bit heavier than my normal one. That being said, it's not a bad margarita. It's really not. It's just not sweet. Like at all. So if you were expecting something sweet, that is not the one for you. The one for you is the Peeps martini. Okay. We are on our last drink. Yeah, I think, right. Our last drink. Okay. Trying to think of what else I can say about Easter. Hold on, let me get this top off without, like, breaking things. Okay, I can't get it off. Hold on, guys. Hopefully, I'm trying to get off without it, like, breaking this. Oh, I got it. It's okay. It didn't explode across the room like I thought it was going to. So, alright, turns out if you hit things, they come apart. I'm not saying this for everything though, so don't like start hitting stuff thinking that that's going to work. But with cocktail shakers, hitting stuff seems to work pretty well. But don't necessarily do that if you have a glass one. You know, be careful. But it worked, so I'm not mad about it. Okay. Anyway, I'm trying to think of like Easter memories that I have, because, well, all I remember really is like it was an excuse to eat chocolate, which like isn't every holiday an excuse to eat chocolate when you're a kid, basically candy and chocolate and like whatever, and futz around and drink apple cider. I'm pretty sure we drank a lot of apple cider during Easter. But all I really remember is my great aunt, sorry, she was not my great aunt, my fakor, first cousin once removed, that's what we called her. She would make scalloped potatoes. And I freaking love those things. I was obsessed with those scalloped potatoes. I was like, Ellie, how do you make these scalloped potatoes, you know? And I didn't know that it was Betty Crocker. And so I just thought like, oh my God, Ellie's just so good at making scalloped potatoes. Because every Easter we had those, and every Easter I was so so excited about those scalloped potatoes. Well, then my mom called her one day and she's like, you know, can you give me the scalloped potato recipe? And Ellie's like, they're Betty Crocker. And my mom's like, seriously? And then once I found out they were Betty Crocker and I could eat them anytime, basically, they lost a lot of their appeal. However, I will say, to this day, I think Betty Crocker scalloped potatoes are probably delicious. I haven't had them in years. I don't know. I haven't been as into processed foods, you know, as, well, okay, I eat Ruffles chips like every day. But besides that, I don't eat that many processed foods anymore. And so I haven't had those particular potatoes in a long time, but I'm sure they're still as good as they were. But Ellie's gone now, so sadly, but she was really awesome. Okay, so we're on our last cocktail, and it is a lavender lemonade. Now, I could have made lavender syrup myself, however, that would involve probably buying lavender, I guess, and actually making syrup, and ain't nobody got time for that. But also, I found out that you could buy lavender syrup. Now, there is a caveat to that. And that caveat is that this is not pure lavender syrup that I got. It is lavender hibiscus syrup. So, it's going to be a little different. But I figure it's mostly the same because it's flower-y tasting, right? If you want to make your own lavender syrup, you're going to have to get lavender, like the flower. You're going to have to put equal parts water and sugar on the stove and put some lavender in it and boil it until it reaches like a consistency you like and tastes like lavender. Being that I'm usually allergic to pretty much every flower, / don't like lavender because bees, and don't have any lavender, I opted to buy this hibiscus lavender syrup. So just so I'm just saying, so you guys know, this may not taste exactly, you know, as it's supposed to, but it should be pretty much the same. You know, i.e. it should taste like flowers. Now I'm gonna shake this part. I'm not gonna shake the next part because I'm putting in sparkling lemonade. And because of that, I don't want to shake the lemonade. I don't want to shake the sparkling part, okay? And you should never shake anything sparkling unless you want explosions everywhere. So, okay. Whoopsie poopsie. Well, let's see if we can get this ice cube out. This ice cube's being kind of stubborn. Alright, come on, dude. Come on, dude, Mama Cool. Oh, I got it, you guys. Oh, and I got another one I didn't want, and that one's on the floor now. So, okay. Which is fine. We will, put that in the sink. I don't want cat hair today. Okay, so I'm gonna shake these lavender lemonade. Well, it's really just the vodka and the lavender syrup that I'm shaking, but okay. And that's just so we get the flavors to meld a little better before I pour the lemonade in. Okay, I'm gonna use this really cool cup that I got for free probably at Trivia. Okay, so we're gonna pour this in here. It's a very lovely color, but I mean it should be. It's just vodka and lavender syrup. And then I'm gonna take this Fever Tree sparkling lemonade that I just shook, which is probably stupid, but whatever. And because this recipe wants you to add lemonade and soda water, I'm basically using this as both. And it may explode because I just shook it like a moron, but we'll see. Nope. Okay. Alright, and I'm gonna pour this on top of this. about 2 ounces of lemonade at once and a splash of soda water. There's also some coconut bits in there because I guess they were still in the shaker a little bit, but that's okay. So this is a lavender lemonade. Okay. Ooh, you know, that's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. And again, I'm not a huge fan of like floral stuff. I don't generally like hibiscus or lavender or, you know, elderflower. This is very good. This is really delicious. And it could just be the hibiscus lavender syrup from Raft. I'm not sure because it definitely probably has sugar in it. Yeah, the first ingredient is in fact sugar. But all I know is that this is very, very, very good. Refreshing and delicious. This would definitely be good for an afternoon party, maybe even a brunch, honestly. It's very good. So I would say if you're having a brunch, have the Easter Bunny Mimosa or this one. If you're having like a more afternoony one, have a Spring Fling cocktail, maybe a Peeps martini. If you're having a dinner, definitely have the margarita and maybe the Peeps martini. And that's what I would do if I were having like my own Easter celebration. That being said, we are finished with this cocktail Easter adventure. So thank you for, if you stayed, thank you. You can find a PDF of the recipes on my YouTube channel or at Patreon/missologist. Any paid member can get that for free. You know, it has all the recipes with all the measurements in there. And yeah, happy Easter, happy almost April. I can't believe it's almost April, but happy everything to everybody. Did Passover already happen? Oh shoot, I don't actually know. Well, if Passover happened, happy Passover. If not, happy future Passover. Maybe I'll do a Passover cocktail video, I don't know. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I think I'm gonna go eat food now, like actual food, not cocktail related food. And subscribe, like, become a member, join the Patreon, do the things that you do on YouTube. And as always, I appreciate you, all of you, all 19.8 thousand of you. What the hell? I'm almost at 20,000. That's crazy. That is insane, guys. But I love every one of you, and I thank you for your support. And please, 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 please keep subscribing, keep doing all the stuff. And cheers!